So this is my lesson plan template. My name is Juanita DODL and my co-teacher was Juan Ramirez. I was doing 4th grade. So my content standard is students demonstrate an understanding of the physical and human geographical features that define places and regions in California. My learning objective is scholars will be able to describe how communities in California vary in climate, wildlife, and vegetation through a Google image, diagram, or mind map with 3 out of 4 regions. And our level of bloom is understand, because we want to make sure that our students actually understand the material, not just recall it. So for my first part that I want to explain as being my favorite would be the exploration part. So this was my favorite because it was the hands-on portion of the lesson plan, and I was really excited for this because I'm very much a hands-on person, and I had fun having to come up with something for my students to interact with and stay engaged in the lesson itself. So what me and my co-teacher decided on was to have a field trip to Yosemite National Park, and the point of it was for the students to look around, see what the area's like, because of course the whole point of it was for them to get an understanding of one of the regions that we were going to be learning further down. And Yosemite falls into the mountain range section, so they got to see the different elevations that there are, the trees, the animals, and I think it would have been a really, really fun experience to have with them. My second favorite part was the explanation portion. So here, me and my co-teacher were introducing the vocabulary word, and what we decided on here was to do full body teaching, which is one of us saying mirror words, and our students respond with mirrors on, and basically they have to mimic everything that I did and said. So this way they're saying it, seeing the movements, doing the movements themselves, and it should help them retain that information better and be able to recall it further in the future and actually understand what it means. So I had a lot of fun with this. I actually got to see this done in an actual classroom when I was a teacher's aide, and I really liked to see how students were very much engaged in it. So that was definitely another part of my favorite things. And lastly, I really enjoyed the barriers and solutions portion because it helped me keep in mind what my class is going to look like. So I had to keep in mind of their race and ethnicity, gender, disability, linguistics background, social class, family makeup, and disability. So here I had to think about what barriers would come up that I had to keep in mind. For example, with the field trip, I have a student that would need a wheelchair, so I had to make sure that Yosemite National Park was wheelchair accessible, which it is. So it just makes me have to keep in mind everything that I have to know about my students' backgrounds to make sure that the lesson goes smoothly and that everyone involved can learn and be engaged in it, instead of being left out or feeling that they don't understand something and that they don't fit in. So I really enjoyed having that portion of it because it challenged me in what I had to do for my lesson planning. So that's definitely something I really, really liked. And those are all my parts that were my favorite. Thank you.